Okay, just like last time, we're gonna, or problem number 30, I should say, we're going to identify which point they're using, and we're gonna first check and see whether the line goes through there. Um, but fun fact, actually, before we even do that, let's look at the slope. The slope is 4/5. 4/5 is a positive number, or are there any slopes that are not positive? Yeah, A is not positive. So we can eliminate that straight away, okay? Um, let's now take a look at which point they used. Which point did they use? Well, they have x plus 1 there. Remember, the point we're using is always going to be opposite of what we see there. And since we see a plus 1, it's minus 1. Same thing for the y. We see a minus 1, must be a positive 1. So we're looking for any point, any lines that go through -1, 1. And notice, again, that we have a scale of 2. Every box on the graph, yeah, I guess the best way to describe it is 2 units. So we got to make sure that if we're going to go over to -1, like this, and up to 1, then we're actually only going half of the distance because that's 2 to get from there to there. So here we go over to -1 for x, 1 for y. Looks good for C. Let's do that here. -1 for x, 1 for y. Looks good. D, -1 for x, 1 for y. No good. Our line is not going through that point, -1, 1, and it needs to, because that's a point that they use to write that equation, and that means that that point is on the line. So we can eliminate D as well. Okay? So we're both going through -1, 1. Now we got to figure out which one has a slope of 4/5. Fun fact, since these both have a scale of 2, we could take our any point that is on the line, right on the grid lines, and let's look for some of those. Like right, some of them look close. It's hard to really tell for sure. Well, so I can show you something in a second that I know to be true, but let's try here. Let's say this point here and this point here, okay? If we rise, let's see, if we rise 2, 4, 6, 8, and we run 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, we're having a slope of 8 over 10, which is the same as 4/5. That seems good. Let's try that here. There's a point here, and it looks like there's another point here. So if we rise 1, 2, 3, 4, and run 1, 2, 3, nope, that's actually a rise of 8. That was weird, sorry. Rise of 8, run of only 6, which would simplify down to 4/3 as a slope. That appears to be a 4/3 slope, and that's not what we've got. We've got a 4/5 slope. In fact, let me just say one thing that I was thinking of mentioning before, but I didn't, which is that, oh, maybe I did. If you have a line like this, sorry, it's fuzzy. You have a line like that, that's got a slope of 1, essentially, if you rise 1, run 1. Anything that's more steep than that, like this C is going to be greater than 1. We have a slope of less than 1, 4/5. So if here we have a slope of 1 like that, then any lines that are less steep than that, and you can see the black line on B is less steep than that, then that will be a number that's less than 1. And 4/5 is less than 1. So it's close to 1, and that's why the lines seem close to the same. Yep, anyway, you can do these problems by identifying which point they used, in which case we figured out that it's -1, 1, and you can eliminate the ones that don't go through that point. You can eliminate anything that doesn't have the same sign as the slope, and our sign's positive, so we eliminated A right away. And then, yeah, and then calculate your rise and your run to see if it matches the